What's up? It's KFX here. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, I'm just gonna do a market update because I feel like the market's not really doing much. But there's come to some key levels which I'm interested in, so I thought I'd share with you guys this week. But yeah, the market's just been a bit slow. Obviously, the volume comes in about Tuesday, Wednesday, and obviously it's Wednesday at this point. So we should see it picking up in the latter part of the week. So I just thought I'd give a market update. But yeah, so I've got a couple pairs I'm looking at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? Is it 7? Yeah, 7 pairs. But yeah, so we're just gonna run through them quickly. Some of them are more day trades, some of them are more like it might take a week or something like that, like more swing trades. But the ones from the first week video, they're still valid. But we just gotta wait for price to basically come to the region that we're interested in. So like here, I'm still waiting for price to come up here. CAD sheath, I've added this in because this is like a massive resistance zone. So I'm probably gonna get on this if it comes back up to this region, just to take a sell down to the bottom again. Same as CAD JPY. Like if you look at it here, it's just massive, and it'll be 1, 2, and then the third touch is our highest probability. So that's why I'll be taking that. And this is still valid as well. It's trying to reject in the EMA right now, but I'm looking to come up to our golden pocket of like 83 between the two fib levels to take a short. So they're all still there, so I just want you to know that to start off with. But what I'm looking at for this week now, for like the next couple of days, Euro CAD is respecting this ascending trend line still. Here, if you see, 1, 2, 3, third touch. And it's still respecting a 61.8 fib level, if you can see that there. And it's like this massive psych level, this massive support, and it's a psych level of 54,500, which is wick 1 to wick 2 wick 3 wick 4 wick 5 wick 6 wick 7 wick 8 wicks. Do you know what I mean? This liquidity zone which it can't break below. So if you want to take a long from this region, if you look here on the 15-minute, this came down, touched it. It's rejecting the EMA. Probably will come back down to touch it again. And if you see this candle wicks formation, like if you go down to the 5-minute, you have to scale down to the lower time frames to get your entries, guys. So if you start seeing like a hammer candle from this region, or a doji or something, then that's showing you more confirming rejection. So what I advise you to do is wait for price to come down to this region here and take a long with like a small stop. So that's like what, 40 pip stop, 45 pip stop, and I'll take this up to 56, 57. Like you could say that could be your first take profit region. Obviously, usually it's to 0%, but because it's like in a range, I'll just be more careful, and I'll take it like partial profits here, and then maybe we'll just let the rest run to minus 23%, something like that. So then that's 59. You could say 59. But even that move there to there, that's still how much is that? 270 pips, that is. So if you get that for a day trade, 270 pips, you should be pretty pleased with that. So that's what I'm thinking on Euro CAD. So just watch this region and have stops just below these wicks here, this liquidity zone, I'd say. Just make sure you give it enough room. I'd say like 50 pips is nice, and that's still a nearly 1 to 5 ratio of gain here. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at on that pair from this pink zone. But yeah, price might come down like this into this bit here, so just be careful of that, and then reject. So you just got to watch out for that. But it's still respecting the 61.8 fib, so just that's sweet. Euro GBP, this one's been really slow, this pair. Like I wanted this to chase up to 78.6, but if you look at what it's done, it's just moving sideways, to be honest with you. So this looks like it might come up to the 50%, like maybe 50% at this rate, and that's like 0.900 psych level plus the EMA plus the fib plus the descending trend line to take a short. But again, this is more of a swing trade, I'd say, because it's just taking ages to do it. But it's not So I'm looking for price to do this, something like this, like there, all the way down. If there's rejection, take the short. If there's no rejection, don't take the short. Simple. So that's like a 500 pip move nearly. So that might take, if we do the duplication from like there to there. So that might take till like next week, next duplication. That could be. I'm trying to predict when it's going to happen, but might be next week, might not be next week, might be before that. But that's the kind of thing I'm looking for it to come up to here. Obviously the daily EMA is there, so we might see some reaction from this to come back up to reject this. It'll be support now acting as resistance on the 4 hour here. So yeah, if we see it from the 50% rejection on like the hourly or 4 hourly, I'm probably gonna look for a short here. But yeah, that's looking quite good to be fair. But price has just been dropping since the beginning of the week. It hasn't had any like really retracements. But you could call these retracements if you want to, but like it's not deep enough to take a trade. Like if you look here, if I fib this from here to here, from there to the bottom, I don't know why my trading used to think this. Yeah, it came up to 78.6. If you scale down to like 30-minute, you could have got a trade. And then what happened? It broke all the way down to 61.8. So that's a trade. That's a trade in itself. If you wanted to take one. But as I said, I don't really like trading like that because it's just like I don't like sitting in front of the chart all day. Like waiting, and then taking like 50 trades in a day is just really not how I trade. So if I go scale down for you guys and show you what I mean. So if I fibbed it from here to here, what happens? That's the 0%. If it just makes it a bit closer. Came up, retested 78.6, closed below it, rejected it, came up to the 71% again, and what happened? It went all the way down to 23%, and then it went down to the 61.8. So that's a perfect trade of using a fib for day trading. So if you guys say I don't have to day trade, that's literally you just fib it from the last significant point to the last where the leg retracement finished. Wait for the retracement, then you have a sell off, and that's how you do it. But for me personally, I don't trade like that because it's too stressful, and I don't like scalping and stuff. It's just the way I am. So I like having the bigger move. I like the 500 pip move for me is what I look for, not the 50 pip move. Do you know what I mean? It's just logical. It's logical thinking. Anyway, off track. So that's Euro GBP, and then we got Euro New Zealand dollar. It's kind of like a falling wedge, and price can't break below this cycle level of 83 basically, and it can't break below. So this chart pattern, what happens is price gets squeezed, and then breakout happens to the upside, which could be like something like that to this this region here, maybe 91. I don't know. It's hard to tell with breakouts because they could like literally go all the way to take out the new high, the last high. But yeah, this is something I'm looking for. Like if we do see this happen, what I'll probably look for is this breakout, retest of the trend, the trend line maybe to take along, or you can take along from here, 83 level. Because look what it's doing. It's going from 83 up to 86, 83, maybe 85, and it's just going to go like that until it goes higher. So you can take along from 83 with stops just below, like really tight stops. So like if you take it from 83, let's say, where it just wicked to. Like, I should have been in this right now, but I literally just took my car out for a whip because I don't want it to get a flat battery, and I missed it. Yeah, how annoying is that? But anyway, yeah, have your stops just below these wicks like this to take it like it. Take profit's a bit iffy for me at the moment because I haven't like duplication. When you're in a falling wedge, it can just break out like massive to the upside. So you could just like you could close most of your trade out and then have like leave at 20% running. Like you close most of your trade out there if you feel like comfortable with that. But yeah, this is nearly a 9 ratio with only a 90 pip stop, that is. So that's pretty small. But yeah, you could even do this if you want to, like just to be like sure, you just take a long from there, and have it up to here. So that's still a 3.5. Just so like to be safe and get out of the trade if you want to. But this is a bit of a weird one for me because all the Euro's looking a bit weak at the moment. But it's just it hasn't broken this since like last month, so could just be a good little day trade if you want, like 100 pips to close out if you want to. And look what I did here. I literally, I'll do it in 5 minutes. Went down, wick down 83 exactly. Basically, it's like to be exact, it was like 82, 850, and it goes all the way back up. So if you took that, that's like 150 pips if you just took that. But yeah, I'm waiting for this to come down a bit more as well to take off. If it just breaks down and doesn't reject when it comes down to here, then it's invalid. Yeah. So don't be like, oh, it's broken down. Nah. If it doesn't reject it, then it's invalid. If it rejects and then it breaks down, yeah, then you get stopped out. That's part of trading. That's how it works. You just have to make sure your risk management's proper. Also, another one that I think I might have missed, but I definitely think it's got a bit of room. So like over tomorrow, maybe it could come down like to the 70 to 2.00500 level, the 71 fib and the EMA. I mean, it's hit the EMA, but I think it might come down to retest it a bit more. But I had this box on before I even left the house to take my car out, and it's literally come down and wicked, and it's now 200 pips in profit, which is really annoying. But why am I saying this for this trade? Look, if you look here, it's in an uptrend now. Like, forget the bigger trend. Here it's making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high until it breaks the trend. Then it will look different, right? Or this is not even a high. Sorry, higher high, and then it's a higher low, and higher high, and then it's like it hasn't breached it. See, look where the line is, the arrow. See, it still went lower, so it's an equal low, like you see, an equal low. And now we're looking for the higher low to take it to the higher high. Simple shit. So what am I going to do here? And that kind of equals this recent high that I had up here. So you could be like, okay, I'm gonna take it from here to have my stop just below 78.6, like 90 pip stop, which is good. 8.5 ratio, take it up there, take partial profits here, take here, and here. Simple. And why are we doing that? Because we're going off structure. It was just kind of range bound, and then it started making a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, looking for the higher low to take it higher. Simple. Like, you've got to adapt to the market. And I was long on this anyway from Sunday's video, but it broke out a little bit. Now it's made a new trend, so now that's why I'm making an update video, because now I've adapted to the trend and now I'm giving you the update. It's simple. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So rejection from this 201 2.01 to 2.005. I'm looking for this pink box zone for rejection on the 4 hour and or hourly. Let's just say from here. So let's say price fulfills this down here and it starts rejecting doji, spinning tops, etc. Then I want to be taking a long, like, yeah. And make sure you risk management, guys, because you can't just be putting a one lot size on £1,000 account or whatever you have. It's silly. So you just gotta do like, don't risk more than like 2 to 3% on per trade, because that's how you blow your account. But yeah, you guys should know that, because if you have a real account, then you got to be serious about this stuff. See, that's what I'm looking for. Buys from this pink zone, because it's hit an ascending trend line, fib level, psych level, EMA, and the fifth confluence will be candlestick rejection when it gets there. But if it doesn't reject, then I'm not taking it. Okay, simple. So that's 5 confluences. Simple stuff. GBP CAD, same kind of thing. Price hasn't really stopped its leg yet, so this might end up here. I don't know. I'm just trying to give you like an insight, because this might keep going, and then my fib will be wherever it finishes. But let's just say for the example, it's finished here. I'm looking for the retracement down to like the 71, let's say, and that's like 1.700 level. Like, but people are like, oh, 600 pips, why don't you sell it? Because the momentum right now is up. So if you took a sell here and it's suddenly went like this, you just got stopped out, and it keeps going, you keep taking trades. It's not how you trade. You trade with the trend. It's simple stuff. It's like textbook stuff. Like, if you're part of Astro or Wall Street Academy, or whatever that guy's name has thing, I can guarantee you that they would be like, yeah, don't do this, trade with the trend. It's just simple stuff which you need to know, and it will help you so much. So this is making a higher high, higher low, higher high, and it's making a higher low. And we're waiting for I've anticipated price to come down to this pink box for me to look for rejection to take along. That's how simple it is. Like, I don't know why people in this in the FX market and FX game make it so complicated for people to understand. It's so simple, and you just got to keep it simple. That's what I'm looking for. Like, yeah, this might take 2 weeks to do, but even if it does, even if it comes back up to here, do you know how that's 700 pips? Simple, and that's gonna make, like, you say left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Here, this is the right shoulder, and then it drops down, fine. But you still made 700 pips and you close your trade. It's just how you wanna. It's risk management. Obviously, I've got different rules to you guys. So what I'm looking for is retracement for rejection to take a buy up to 0%, 23%, 61.8. And let's say I take 50% off here, put my stops to break even, and it breaks all the way down, then I've closed out half my trade, and I haven't taken a loss. And yeah, I get stopped out, but I've protected my account, and that's called risk management and being smart. Yeah. So that's that trade. GBP New Zealand dollar. I got stopped out of this, and I was pissed because I got stopped out. And it went all the way to my take profit. I got stopped out for like 60 pips, and then it went all the way to my take profit, which was like 250. I think it was on Monday, which I was pissed about because my analysis was correct. I gave it out on my trading view. I updated it there because it was, as I said, day trading is quite hard to do updates on, just on like YouTube and stuff. I would need a channel, and I've had quite a few messages about the mastermind group. And if you're asked it, if anyone else is interested, do give me a message, because this will be the kind of updates I put in, but it'll be like every day, like with like trades setups that I'm interested in and when I've entered and stuff. It's not going to be signals. It's just trades that I'm interested in, and trades that you could look at, and if they meet your rules as well, then that's even like a double confluence, because I'm agreeing with you and you're agreeing with yourself, and then it's even like another confluence to take a trade. You know, it's just for people who want extra help. Like, do you know what I mean? And I've had loads of people ask for it anyway, but we'll wait and see. But anyway, yeah. So GBP New Zealand dollar. I've done it to this point here because price has stopped, but it might carry on. And if it does, then I'll just move the fib. But for now, it's there, and I'm looking for price. I'd say to come down to the. Yeah, I'm moving it. I'm moving it down because I've just seen it. Let's just say here, this pink box zone, and maybe 61, maybe 61. Not 61. Yeah, 2.600 maybe, something like that. Between this box zone, so like these 70 pips box is where I'm looking for price to come down to. And if I start seeing rejections, let's say it goes and starts hitting this and rejects, let's go on the 4 hour. And the EMA is there as well, and it's just looking good. I'm gonna take a long, so I'm taking this up to like here. Partial profit, partial profit, partial. Close the trade. Thank you. Next trade. Simple. And why am I doing this? Let's go down to the 1 hour. High, 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 low. No, high, low. No, sorry. High, 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 low. Higher, high, higher, low. Higher, high, higher, low. High, equal high, and then it did kind of make. You could say that's a lower low, but I won't count that because it's still respecting this trend line here. So let's just say that's a what's the word, an anomaly, and then it's made a higher high, and then it's kind of had like a little retracement, but nothing much, and then now it's looking for the higher low from this point here, significant point. So that's why I fibbed it from there to there, and now I'm looking for the price to come down to 71 point or 71 fib level, let's say, or between this golden pocket, these two here, for rejection and the 4 hour EMA and the ascending trend line and a psych level, and I'm take along. Simple. I know I keep saying simple, but I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, because people they don't understand that that's how easy it can be. You take along, and that's what I want to teach people. I want to teach people how easy it can be, because everyone just gets taught like, oh, it's the hardest thing, and you need to be this amazing person to be a good trader, and you need to do this and this, and you need to have this car and this. But you don't. People just get sucked into this bullshit on Instagram, like, oh yeah, you need this car, Ferrari, oh yeah, this bullshit. You don't. You just need to have good entries and good skill set, and that's it. And then you got to want to help people, and that's what I'm going to try and do. Because out there, everyone's like, oh yeah, like, I like Astro, and I like the two guys that created it, because they've given someone like us a benchmark to look up to, and they were like the founding fathers of the FX game, I'd say, for me. Um, but like, if you see the Instagram, it's just Lambo, McLaren, Lambo, whatever they do, which is fine. But some people just get sucked into the whole, oh, they've got a Lambo, they've got this, they've got a nice car, they go on a holiday, and they get sucked in, and then they just buy their course just because of what they have on their Instagram, not actually their skill set behind like what they're teaching you. Do you know what I mean? Like, wow, you have a £5 million account which isn't even your money, and you're just blowing it all the time, whatever you do. Because at the end of the day, they're things like £1,000 per person. So if they get 20 people a day, that's 20k they're making a day. They don't care about the trading. They're making more money from selling their course than fucking trading. So all I'm saying is, if you're gonna choose a mentor, choose one that actually wants to help you and shows their skill set to you, not just their fast cars and their big account sizes, which isn't even their money. But anyway, off track again. Fucking hell. Bit of a rant there, but sorry about that. But yeah, that's that pair. Buys from the zone if there's rejection. No rejection, invalid. Simple. Um, and then finally, New Zealand CAD. It's not my favourite. I prefer the pound ones. Um, so this wick, I'd just say it's not. I could even say this is just where it started here. State started here. So it's created a new trend because it didn't. So this was the lower low, and then it's made a higher low. So now it's in an uptrend, and then we went higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and this price has already come down to this region, which I was interested in. It's now acting as support. I don't know why my trading view is being so retarded recently. It's all like can't calibrate. Yeah, price has come down, and it's like had 4 hours, so it's done like a spinning top, spinning top, spinning top. The only thing I didn't like about this was it was hit is underneath the EMA, is rejecting it. So you could have been like, oh yeah, it's broken the trend line and it's rejected the EMA to take a short. But look what it's doing now. So I might have missed this one already, and this by the time this uploads, it's probably going to be all the way up here or here. But at least I've shown you, and we can wait and see what happens. So if price does come back down, look for rejection of this 83,500 level to take along. Simple, and then you take and have stops just I'd say just below 60 pips, 50 pips, just below these liquidity zone here. So like if price does wick down, you won't get stopped out and you'll be in it still. So yeah, longs up to here. Actually, wait a second, that's wrong. Hang on. I think what happened was I put the fib should be up here, so that's wrong. Hang on. My bad. I think I had the fib there because it finished there, but then it kept on going overnight, and then that's what happened. But sorry about that. That's going to confuse you. But yeah, so even if that is the case, then the price came down to 61.8. So this level hit and then it rejected, which is fine. We just got to adapt to it. And then you have your stops just below this wick here. So that's 38. So let's make it a 50 pip stop just in case. And then longs up to 87,500. Yeah, simple stuff. So I've got an alert on actually from this zone. So if it does come down here, then I know, and I can come back to the chart and have a look. Bang! If it rejects, and take an entry. So like here on the 15-minute, it's not rejecting at all. But if you look on the 5-minute, from here, you see this hammer candle, pin bar candle. That's when you would have got in. It's showing rejection. So let's just say that happens and price does come back down to this region. Take a long because it's making higher highs and higher lows. It's in an uptrend and it's making the higher low, and we're going to take it up to the higher high. Simple stuff. So for you guys, this might be a good thing. Like you might just want to take profit, maybe at the -23%, close out your trade, because on swing trades I am very particular about leaving it to run to 61.8. But on day trades, because it's so volatile, I like taking more percentage off here and here, just to be like my risk management's better. So you might want to take profit at the 86,200 level. So that's still 300 pips nearly. Is that 250? I think it's 250 pips. So that's something you should look at. This trade here, and that's still a 3. That's not 5.3 ratio. So yeah, let's see if this plays out, guys. I'm gonna update this in the week because I get the most interaction on these kinds of stuff that I put on my Instagram when I put the predictions, updates, and stuff like that. People seem to love it. They message me and say thank you, etc., etc. So I'm just trying to do what you guys want. Like, if you guys like it, then let me know. Message me, comment, say thank you, or yo, this is good, or nah, this is shit. I don't agree with you. Like, I'm up for criticism. If you don't agree, then tell me why. If you can back it up, then I respect you. But personally, for me, this is what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna run through it one more time, real quick, for you guys. Buy from this zone. if we see rejection, if not, invalid, sell from this zone. This could come up a little bit more. This could come and do this. This could come up to here. So let's just say that's the trend line 1, 2, 3. This might come up to 61. Yeah. So this might come up to like 9,500. So just be wary of that. So maybe have your stops just above like 100 pip stop maybe to have, and that's still a 4.9 ratio. So that's something to be aware of. So look for sales upon rejection. Euro is in dollar. I'm probably not going to take this trade because it's quite a risky one because it's making, it's not making higher highs and higher lows. It's making lower highs. So you see, um, a lower high from this point here, and equal lower low or equal low you could say, and then it made a lower high, equal low, lower high, equal low. Then it should go up technically, and then we could trade the new trend. So let's say it makes an uptrend from here, and let's say it does something like this, and it goes breakout, higher high, and then we look for the higher high to take it higher. Simple. So maybe not take this trade. I'm just want to let you know what I'm seeing. Chart pattern, falling wedge, breakout to the upside. Don't maybe not trade that one. This one I like. Take a buys from this zone if we see rejection. If not, invalid. Pound CAD. If price comes down here and rejects, or like does something like this, comes down, rejects, don't shooting stars, spinning tops. Yeah, and hammer candles. Then we'll take a long up to the fib zones I've given, and then GN, same kind of thing. This might happen quite quickly, to be fair. So hopefully I'm gonna upload this now because basically YouTube servers take ages. I can upload it in 360 within like 10 minutes, but if I want it up in HD, it takes like an hour for some reason. It's not my Wi-Fi. It's the YouTube server processing it to be in HD. Basically, it's fucking annoying. So this I'll try and get us up soon. So this might happen to go higher basically. But yeah, it's looking good with the EMA and stuff. And then New Zealand dollar CAD, this probably is already gone, to be honest with you, by the time it comes up. But it's good to see if it comes to fruition because then it shows that my analysis is correct and my that I can actually trade. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, you don't show enough day trades or whatever," and I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll show you day trades then if that's what you want." Because they're like, "Oh, you just swing trade, you swing trade." Yeah, I do both. Is that okay? Sorry. Jeez. But yeah, so this is kind of thing I'm looking at. These ones are still, go back to the beginning of the video if you want to see what I said about these. Same kind of thing, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and looking for the lower high to take it, to take a sell. And that's how simple it can be, guys. You're just looking at structure, and if price rejects, then it's going to carry on, and we just get on that, and we sit there and smile because we've made lots of money. Oh yeah, Sheaf JPY. It's kind of annoyed me because if you look, I did say I wanted to come up to this region, but it's one of those I'm not going to hide away and be like, oh yeah, I just not even say anything about it because it's part of trading. I wanted to come up to this region to have like 2 spinning tops. It had a kind of a doji formation and it had a sell off of 400 pips. Fine, I missed it. I'm not going to bullshit you. I didn't get in it, but that's okay. Like that's fine. And same as Euro JPY, it came up. It didn't have enough objection. It didn't meet my rules. I did say I'm looking for it to come up to this region here. Guess what happened? It came up, but I wanted the another dojo spinning top take a sell from this region, but it didn't happen, so I didn't take it. But is my analysis correct? Head and shoulder formation. Wait for the retest of the right shoulder. If you can decide if that's a retest of the right shoulder, everyone was selling it down here. I said wait for it to come up here, and now this is what you'd be in profit if you took it. But I didn't personally because it didn't have a second or third rejection. And I'm not bullshitting you. That's the honest truth. But if you want to say that and that I didn't get on that, but I'm still in this, yeah, it might be having a little retracement. Doesn't matter because this will just be making up. It's made its point there. Higher high, higher low, higher high. It's gonna make lower high, sorry, lower low, lower high, and it's gonna make a lower low. But this might just be having a little retracement up to here to take it lower. So, and even if it does come up to this region, let's just say it comes up to here, and I get stopped out at break even, and I'll re-enter it. It's fine. Like that's how you trade. So it's just all about minimizing losses. And in this one, this one's sick. I'm currently 300, 450 pips onto this. So if you have a one lot size on this, that's paid me my months. I could literally just do this trade and not have to trade for next month because it's paid me bags. So I'm waiting for this to get all the way down, to be honest with you, and then I can retire myself for the year. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so like this is perfect trade. So yeah, I might have missed Chief JPY and Euro JPY, but I'm in this one, and that's what it's about. You might miss a couple, but as long as the ones you're in are in profit and you can trade and you know how to risk management, then it's sweet. So yeah, guys, that's the weekly update. It is the first one I've ever done, but I thought I should do it just to give you like a bit of a mix up of kind of like what I look at in the week as well, because I know I give Sunday analysis, but I thought I might as well just show you what like how I look at the week and how I trade it basically. But remember to I'm gonna put this on my YouTube. I'll put it on IGTV as well, just because I think people like that. Remember to subscribe. I wanted to get 50 subs this by the end. I mean, it is already April now, but you know, you gotta have goals. So yeah, let's just get to 50 subs, and then I'll be uploading a couple bits more. Um, I hope you guys like the animation I made yesterday. I thought it was pretty sick. Uh, but yeah, so remember to subscribe, like the video, comment what you think, if you agree, if you don't agree, um, and comment maybe a couple pairs that you want me to go over, maybe a couple tomorrow or Friday or whatever, and I can do that. But people ask me to do gold. Gold, I'm not doing gold because gold's too volatile at the moment, and it's just not something that I'm going to be going over. But if that's what you want over for next Sunday's video, then if I get enough messages about it, I'll put it up. Yeah, guys, remember to like, subscribe. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. See you later.